Hello ladies and gentlemen, ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the T-55A. The T-55A, also very comparable to the T-54, was part of a series of Soviet main battle tanks introduced in the years following the Second World War. The T-54 eventually became the main battle tank for armored units of the Soviet Army and armies of the Warsaw Pact countries and many others. T-54s and 55s have been involved in many of the world's armed conflicts since the later part of the 20th century. The T-54/55 series eventually became the most produced tank in military history. Estimated production numbers for the series range from 86,000 to 100,000 and were replaced by the T-62, T-64, T-72, T-80, and T-90 tanks in Soviet and Russian armies, but remain in use by up to 50 other armies worldwide, some having received sophisticated retrofitting. During the Cold War, Soviet tanks never directly faced their NATO adversaries in combat in Europe. However, the T-54s/55s first appeared in the West around the period of the 1950s, spurred the United Kingdom to develop a new tank gun, the Royal Ordnance L7, and the United States to develop the M60 Patton. What makes the T-55 different from the T-55 what makes the T-55 different from the T-54 was that the T-55 was retrofitted to be able to be more kind of capable of withstanding nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare attacks. The whole design was to give it better kind of armor in that sense, give it a bit more ammunition storage, and just better protect the crew from those weapons. Overall, the tank itself, really cool stuff, and there's a lot of cool history, especially being one of the most produced tanks in history. Now, this is a redesign for this tank. I did do a design for it quite a while ago, so this is definitely a redesign for it, but I think it's definitely a real well-needed redesign, and the reason why we're redesigning it is I recently had to redesign it for a diorama I put together, which was for a event in Cold War history, which was at Checkpoint Charlie, which was a standoff between the T-55 tanks and also American M48 Pattons. So kind of interesting, and you can research that further if you guys want to. But yeah, overall, really interesting tank. I think it came out really good in terms of just detail and overall appearance. I think the shaping on it is really nice, and it's just got that nice, sleek, small silhouette, really iconic with Russian tanks, especially those Cold War period tanks. So starting off with, we have obviously the front here lights, the front headlight, the viewports here for the driver. We have the main gun located right here. Going ahead and moving to the sides, you got different little boxes for crew personal items or just tools and stuff like that for the crew. Up on here we have the turret, all the detail around it with various little details, the hatches. We also have this one armed with the Dishka machine gun, which kind of makes it stand out because the original T-55s were not fitted with it, but the T-55s, T-55As did have the anti-aircraft gun mounts on top. And you know why I say more guns, more better? So that's why we added the Dishka on top. Anyways, on the back here, got more details a little bit around here for all the vents and stuff. We have the external fuel tanks and also the unditching kind of log that a lot of these tanks would carry. Overall, really nice looking build, really detailed. I think it came out really good, and hopefully you guys all do enjoy it as well. Without further ado though, let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first set of layers 0 and 1. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first set of layers, we have layers 0 through 1. For these layers, we're just going to get a nice basis set up for our road wheels, and that's pretty much it. So to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and going for the right side here of our tank. We're going to place down 2 narrow brick slabs, followed by 2 narrow brick top slabs coming off those going forward. From this, we're going to be going ahead and grab ourselves some dark oak wood slabs, and we want to go and place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs going over from those 2 narrow brick slabs right there. And then same thing over here, 2 narrow brick slabs and 2 narrow brick top slabs. And you can see here we have our right side of our tracks and the left side over here. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and do our road wheels. So we're going to place down a green terracotta block, followed by a green shulker box sideways coming off of it like so. So you want the top of the shulker box here to the side. We're also going to place down a dark oak wood button on the side of that shulker box. From this point here, we're going to go to this space here. We're going to place down 2 narrow brick blocks in the ground like so. We then want to place down another green terracotta block, another shulker box, and another dark oak wood button to the side here. And then coming off these 2 blocks here, we're going to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs back, 2 dark oak wood stairs on the back of those 2 stairs, another green terracotta block, green shulker box, and dark oak wood button on the side of the shulker box. And one last time, 2 dark oak wood stairs, and 2 dark oak wood stairs on the back of those 2 stairs, 2 narrow brick slabs across, 2 nether brick top slabs across, and then we're going to place down a row of 1 and 2 dark oak wood trapdoors across, and 1 and 2 dark oak wood signs across. And that right there is going to do it there. For the right side, one last thing for details is we can go and go to our shulker box, place, or the tops of the shulker boxes here, place down item frames, and then green terracotta blocks in the item frames, like so. We're going to go ahead and repeat the same process over here to the other side. I'm going to go and do it a little bit more quickly, as I've already kind of covered it in detail how to do it. So if you do need to, if I go a little too fast, you can either slow the video down, or you can just simply pause it, look at the other side, and skip ahead if you need to. Whatever works best for you, but basically it's the same thing that we've done on the other side, just over here to this side. So again, going fast through this, we have our signs, and again, don't forget our little details here on the shulker boxes, dark oak buttons, and our item frames with green terracotta blocks in them. With that all complete, we're going to go to the back here, and we want to go ahead and go to what will be this nether brick. These nether brick top slabs. We're going to place down a row 2 of dark oak wood top slabs across in between them. And we then want to go ahead and place down a zombie head coming off those 2 dark oak wood slabs there to either side. And when that's done, we're going to go and then fill in the space in the middle here with dark oak wood top slabs. So we should have this row 3 of dark oak wood top slabs being filled in all the way to the row up here toward the front. And this right here will create the bottom of the hall and kind of fill in that space on the bottom. And just like that, we have that all filled in. And the very last thing we're going to do is take dark oak wood trapdoors and just place down a row 3 across. Like that, come up those 3 dark oak wood top slabs. So basically, looking at it from above, we should have something that looks just like this here for the basis of the tank. That right there will wrap up layer number 0 and 1 for the build. With that, let's move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to take dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row 3 of dark oak wood slabs across the front here like so. We then want to place down 2 dark oak wood upstairs stairs here on top of the nether brick top slab to both sides. So just like this to both sides like that. And then on the backs here of the stairs, we're going to place down dark oak wood signs. So just like that across. After that, we're going to take our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 5 of green terracotta across, followed by a green terracotta block, again to both ends. And we then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood button on the end here, an item frame, and a green terracotta block in the item frame. Same thing over here on this side as well, just like that. Now when that's done here, we're going to go and go back from the shulker box. We're going to place down a nether brick slab, or a top slab, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 nether brick slabs back, and then we're going to place down 2 nether brick top slabs going to the back to finish that off. After that's done, we're going to go and do the same thing over here as well. So just like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nether brick slabs back like that. And then we're going to place down a nether brick top slab and a second nether brick top slab back after that. When that's done there, we're going to place down a row 5 of green terracotta across the middle here, followed by a green shulker box to both ends, and coming off the sides of the shulker box, we're going to place down a dark oak wood button, item frame, and in the item frame itself, we're going to be placing down a cobweb. So just like this, again on both sides here for the sprocket wheels, like that. When that's done, you can go and then fill in the space here on the inside, next to our nether brick slabs here, where our tracks are, with green terracotta. So we're just going to fill this whole space in here. And you can also choose to go ahead and fill in the middle here, green terracotta. You don't have to if you do want to do some type of interior for the build, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're just going to fill that in so it's completely solid. After that's done, go into the back here. We're going to go and take our dark oak wood stairs, and we want to go and place down a row of 1 and 2 of dark oak wood stairs on those come off the shulker box and the green terracotta block. Make sure to avoid opening the shulker boxes, because if you do, the item frames will be destroyed. So just a heads up on that. And then again, our dark oak wood stairs here on both sides for the fenders. We're going to then place down an item frame, come off the stairs to the outside there, and then a red stained glass block in those item frames, followed by a dark oak wood sign coming off the fronts here of these stairs. And we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 mossy cobblestone walls across, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spruce wood top slabs across as well for the undingy log here on the back of the tank. And once we have that all complete, that is going to wrap up what we have here for layer number 2 for the build. As you can see, we're starting to get a bit of the shape going, and with that, we're going to go and start moving into the hull and turret. So with that, let's move into our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down green carpet on top of the dark oak wood up downstairs. From this point, we're going to take our dark oak wood trapdoors, we'll place down 1 and 2, like this to both sides. After that, we want to go and place down a spruce wood slab to both sides like this. And then we want to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood slab right next to it, again on both sides. Over here on the will be the left side of the tank, so over here we're going to place down a spruce wood slab, followed by a zombie head in front of it, and then one coming off the side of the zombie head here at a slight angle, like that. We're going to go then place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs over to connect up to the other side, so it should look something like this from up above. From this point, we're going to go and place down an iron frame coming off this dark oak wood slab here. We're going to go and then place down a snowball in the iron frame for the front headlight with a dark oak wood fence gate on the seam space opened up toward the dark oak wood slab like that for that headlight. After that's complete, we want to go and then place down another spruce wood slab going back on both sides here, and again another dark oak wood slab like that to both sides. In this space in the middle here, we're just going to go and take we're going to go and actually take a green terracotta block and we're going to place it down here in the middle, followed by a green terracotta block to the right side, and then a dark oak wood stair over here to the left side like so. When that's finished, we're going to then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both ends. And we want to go and then take a dark oak wood trapdoor, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor to both sides like that. After that, we're going to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across, followed by again a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides, and a dark oak wood slab coming off the side of this mossy cobblestone wall. We also want to go and grab ourselves some spruce wood signs, and on the sides of these spruce wood slabs here to the side, we're going to be going and placing down some spruce wood signs on the side of them, so just like this, like down the side. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 5 of green terracotta going across, followed by a second row of 5, and then again 2 spruce wood slabs on the sides here. So just like that, and same thing over here, 2 spruce wood slabs along the side here as well. Now after that's all done, we're going to then take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row of 3 across, the middle here, followed by a dark oak wood slab to both sides, and a spruce wood slab again to the sides here, with again a spruce wood sign on both sides. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and then switch up stuff a little bit here. So over here on the other side, we are going to change one thing. So we're actually going to go ahead and break this spruce wood slab and actually replace that with a dark oak wood trapdoor. So it should look something like this from up above. So it's going to be a little bit different there on both sides, as you can see. But nothing too crazy. We then want to go and place down a daylight detector over here on the left side, and they're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood slabs across the middle here, spruce wood slab to the right side, and a spruce wood sign on the side here. We're going to then place down a spruce wood slab again to both sides, followed by a spruce wood sign again coming off that spruce wood slab to both sides. In the middle space here, we're going to place down a nether brick or 2 nether brick slabs going in toward the middle here. And in the very middle space, we want to go ahead and place down a end rod like so. We're going to go ahead and place down a spruce wood slab again to both sides here, this going on top of the shulker box, and of course a spruce wood sign here on the side of that. We're going to go ahead and go to the middle here, do this same thing again, 2 nether brick slabs like that going in toward the middle, end rod like that in the middle space like so. After this, then we're going to place down a spruce wood slab on top of those stairs, just like this, and then we want to go and then take our daylight detectors and place down a row of 5 across the middle like so. Once that's done, we're going to take our shulker boxes, we're going to place down a row of 2, and we want the bottoms here facing each other like so, so that the tops of them are facing opposite directions for our external fuel tanks. So we're going to go and just do the same thing over here to this side as well. So we should have 2 on the back here. We want to go and grab ourselves item frames, and also some dark oak wood buttons. Now on both ends here, we're going to place down dark oak wood buttons, item frames, and a green terracotta block, and again, same thing over here. In the middle space here, we can't place down the dark oak wood button, but we can place down the item frames on both sides here and the green terracotta blocks like that. And we have these 2 fuel drums here on the rear of the tank. Anyways, there is going to wrap up what we have for layer number 3. With that, let's move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and go into the front of the tank. We're going to go into this green terracotta block. We're going to place down a nether brick block up from it, followed by a nether brick slab that comes off of it toward the front. Now, from this point, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark sign, or dark oak wood sign, and we're going to place it down to the left side of this slab, just like so. We're not going to place anything on the right, just only on the left. From this nether brick slab, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 dark oak wood slabs going forward, and then a wither skeleton skull here on the very tip, with two dark oak wood signs going back on the last 2 dark oak wood slabs. So just like that. After that's done, we're going to then place down a dark oak wood stair to both sides of this nether brick block here. And we want to go and then place down a end rod coming off the front here of the stair. After that, we're going to go and take our green terracotta. We're going to place down a row of 3 across, like so. And then a zombie head here at a slight angle to both sides. After that's done, we're going to place down another row of 3 across, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall, again to both ends. And then we're going to place down another row of 3 of green terracotta across the middle here, and again a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides like that. After that's done, we want to go and take our green terracotta. We're going to place down another row of 3 across, followed by a dark oak wood stair to both ends. And we want to go and then place down dark oak wood signs wrapped around this stair right here. After that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair here in the middle, dark oak wood corner stair to both sides of the stair. And then in the corner space here, we are actually going to be going and switching something up. So there should actually be a mossy cobblestone wall in this space right here. So we're actually going to be placing down a mossy cobblestone wall in that space. We're going to delete this dark oak wood sign here, and instead we're going to place down a green, basically a zombie head here at about a 45-degree angle to both sides, just like that. And then over here on the right side, we want to go and take zombie heads, and we're going to place down a zombie head coming off this dark oak wood stair, this zombie head here, and this one right here on the back as well. So something just like that. And then going ahead and going up to the front here, we have everything covered and good to go. One last thing we're going to do is over here on the right side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the side of the stair, open up toward the stair, and then place down a zombie head coming off that fence gate like that. And with that all complete, that is going to wrap up what we have for layer 4. With that, we're going to move into our last layers, which are going to be layers 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to put basically the top of the turret on, the machine guns, all the little details, and the radio antenna and all that stuff. So with that, let's move into our final layers, 5 through 9. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5 through 9. For these layers, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go ahead and go to this dark oak wood stair here. We're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of it, followed by an item frame and a glass pane in the item frame, like so. From this point here, we're going to go and then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor to both sides of this green terracotta block. After this, we're going to place down a dark oak wood trapdoor here, and then going back from it, we're going to place down 1 and 2 daylight detectors like that going back. After that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair over here to the right side, and then going forward from that, we'll be placing down a zombie head facing that direction like so. After that, on the side here of the stair, on this mossy cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a zombie head as well. And from that point there, we want to go ahead and then place down a spruce wood slab going back from this dark oak wood stair. And in the middle space here, we're just going to place down a dark oak wood slab like so. Now coming off the spruce wood slab, we're going to place down a zombie head. We then want to place down a spruce wood stair over here to the left side, followed by a zombie head coming off of it. And then going forward from it, we're going to place down a zombie head here, and then a dark oak wood trapdoor right there like that. After that, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a dark oak wood fence post right here, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron bars going up just like that. After that's finished, we're going to then place down a anvil that is going to be going ahead and going on top of this dark oak wood stair, with their skeleton skull coming off the anvil here toward the back. And we want to go ahead and then place down a nether brick upside down stair, nether brick top slab, a end rod, and then a wither skeleton skull coming off the nether brick top slab. We then want to place down a dark oak wood sign to both sides of this dark oak wood top slab. And then from this point here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab coming off the side here of this nether brick upside down stair. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a redstone repeater. We're going to place down a redstone repeater on top of the nether brick upside stair, like so. And then we're going to then place down a green carpet, followed by a stone button on top of this top slab. And I just broke everything, so gotta fix that real quick. So just like that, and like so. And then over here, place down a darker fence gate, come off the side here on the anvil, open the fence gate up toward the anvil itself, and then a zombie head coming off toward the front, or sorry, a end rod coming off the fence gate toward the front, and then a zombie head on top of the fence gate, like that. Anyways, once that's all done, that's going to pretty much wrap up what we have here for layers 5 through 9, and with that, that's going to complete my tutorial or redesign for the T-55A. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using the design I do, I say you guys give me proper credit for it. This would be a thing from the side of the build, to my channel or this video if this doesn't appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for your free user favorite project you guys are working on, overall enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. Other than that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been great to it for, and I'll see you guys next time.